problem.
Yes!
What you gonna do? 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 What you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition, a 313 edition. Shout out to Detroit, where Raw was tonight. The Wrestling Realm. This is Brian H. Waters' thoughts. Now, tonight was a special night because it was the final Monday Night Raw in the world famous Joe Louis Arena. The same arena where the Giant made his debut and beat Hulk Hogan for the World Championship in his first match. The same arena where 4 years later he would win his first WWE Championship as the Big Show. The same arena where my favorite wrestler, Daniel Bryan, became a two-time WWE Champion. So there was so much history in this arena, and I have to say, Monday Night Raw gave it a great farewell to the Joe. Shout out all the fans, all the loyal fans of Detroit. You know, Detroit don't really get its respect when it comes to wrestling. And I have to say this because, you know, you hear about the cities of Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. You even hear about my home city, the great city of Baltimore, but you don't hear too much about Detroit. But it was the same place that packed in 93,000. I know it was Pontiac, Michigan, but it's Michigan, so I have to give its credit where credit is due. That state, that city had a lot to do with Ford Field, where they wrestled at WrestleMania 23, 20 years after Hogan slammed Andre for 93,000. So let's get on to Raw. The way it ended, Seth freaking Rollins. Do we go there? Do we talk about Triple H? Do we talk about Mick Foley? Well, Stephanie McMahon. So let's go right from the beginning. And I have to give you my thoughts on this. Stephanie McMahon tells Mick Foley he's got to fire somebody. We know, we've been through this before. He wasn't firing anybody. He said, you know, he told Sami Zayn he traded him. So it kind of reminded me of that. And maybe he was hoping, okay, maybe, you know, I saw some fans hoping that Sami Zayn would get fired and then perhaps take his ball to SmackDown and continue there. Nonetheless, Mick said Stephanie had to go because of everything she was doing. And I like that dynamic. Those two, I like them on television together. I think they work well. He said 18 years of friendship that he valued, but then out comes the game. Here comes Triple H, and you know when Triple H comes, he means business. First of all, man, talking to your wife like that, you're not having that. Like, dude, what are you doing? You want to talk to her? Okay, so I didn't like the monkey comment, and I'm an equal opportunist. If you can't tell, I'm a black male or African American male. So if he would have said that to a Titus O'Neil or Apollo Crews, everybody would have got upset. And you know me, if you can't say it to one, don't say it to either. That's how I am. It's a racial term. It could be bad both ways. You know, it's just like I don't use the N-word. I don't like my friends to use it when they're talking to me. So just to go on my soapbox, because why, this is my show. But he told him, you know, he need to tuck his tails and then come back to work and thank Stephanie. He told everybody they need to thank their boss. Sounds very Triple H-ish. It just does. Sounds very Triple H-ish. So I guess I'll get on here and say thank you to the boss of the Wrestle Room. Oh, wait a minute. It's myself. My show. Maybe I'll say that to the real Dwayne Allen if I can ever find where he is. You know, maybe I'll say to him, hey, Dwayne, thank you for letting me do this show. You know, it's like, is that what you do when you have a co-CEO? So nonetheless, that segment was hot. And then when Foley went to the corner and you knew something was brewing. And shout out to the camera work because it stayed on Stephanie and had a nice medium close shot. And then you could almost feel the arena shaking. And when Foley pulled out Mr. Sacco, I said, what a way. Sacco makes one last appearance at the Joe. And then, Triple H would have his way until here comes Seth Rollins. And when Rollins came out there and he stood there, half limping, you just knew, okay, he's going to drop that crutch. He's going to drop the crutch. And what did he do? He dropped the crutch, went in there, took care of business, beat up Triple H, revealed a new t-shirt, the King Slayer. And you just got hyped because the first thing you thought about was, oh, these two are going to go at WrestleMania. Until Triple H proved to each and every one of you why he is the cerebral assassin, why he is the game. And he just proceeded to take Seth Rollins out. He beat him with the crutch, and then he put him in a leg lock and just pulled on his knee. And and I know I'm going long in this segment, but this was just one of those segments right here that got you hyped for WrestleMania. And I know some fans, including myself, maybe a little disappointed. Maybe was hoping Finn Balor came out there. For those who do not know, Finn Balor did make a return this past weekend at a house show. So you were hoping maybe Balor would come out there and save Rollins. But I think that should encourage you because maybe Rollins got 3 weeks to recover. And depending on how bad that knee is, how bad it was re-injured, I think he can get back out there. So this is going to be very interesting to see. I want to see what's going to happen. But moving on, Undertaker, Roman Reigns. So Roman's going against Jinder Mahal because Mahal is just trying to keep his job tonight. And during the match, you hear the infamous gong. And if you've been watching wrestling, you know that's just the Undertaker playing mind games. Why? Because he's not coming out doing a match between Roman and Jinder Mahal. Not if he got the upper hand the week before. Let's be real. He got the upper hand. He chokeslammed Roman. Why would he come out there? No, he's going to play mind games with him. And then afterwards, Roman said, Taker, bring your butt out here. Goes to commercial break. Roman's still in the ring. And then here comes HBK. That was a shock. I don't think anybody saw Shawn Michaels coming. Way to pay tribute to the Joe, Shawn Michaels. He just basically told Roman, like, dude, you better straighten up and focus. He's got you. If anybody knows, it's Shawn Michaels. 2 times WrestleMania 25, 26, arguably 2 of the greatest WrestleMania matches in history. And Roman kindly reminded Shawn, hey, dude, he retired you. It was almost to say, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say, but Roman's got to realize before those WrestleMania matches, Shawn Michaels was undefeated against The Undertaker. I think he knows a little bit what he's talking about. So, this is going to be very interesting. They made the match official earlier today on WWE.com, so The Undertaker will indeed face Roman Reigns. And I'm going on him. I said it before. I'll say it again. I'm picking Roman in this match in Orlando, Florida. So we will find out. But let's move on. We had Kevin Owens. We had Chris Jericho going at it once again. I mean, these two, they get in the ring. It was a tag team match. I tell you, long special. It was Owens and Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn and Chris Jericho. And, right here, this match coming up at WrestleMania, I don't have to see Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe. It's already enough matches on the card. I was listening to talking to my brother Corey, listening to him, and he said it's going to be it could be as much as WrestleMania 7, which had the most matches on their card. So I don't need Samoa Joe and Sami Zayn. We've seen it already. But Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens and like the real Dwayne Allen said he's going to beat the brakes off of them. But I'm interested to see what happens next week because Jericho said he's going to expose the real Kevin Owens, as Kevin Owens will be a guest on the highlight reel. if you know Chris Jericho, it's got to be a parody. He's probably going to bring Ralphus out there or somebody. So I'm interested to see exactly what happens right there. And I'm going to close the show before, talk about Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. Not much there tonight, but we got to talk about it because it's the main event. Paul Heyman just let us know that Lesnar's coming. And he's coming for one reason, and one reason only. He's coming for that title. He's refocused. Goldberg took him out at the Survivor Series. He took him out at the Royal Rumble. And I said it, and I say it again. Goldberg is going to get destroyed at WrestleMania in front of 80,000 plus. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of Monday Night Raw? Tweet me at Brian H. Waters. Talk to me. I like to interact with the fans. Tweet me at Wrestling Wrealm. Let's talk wrestling, man. It's WrestleMania season. It's the best time of the year if you're a wrestling fan. If you're in the DMV area, you're probably gonna be snowed in anyway. So if you didn't see Raw, you'll catch up. So not a lot from the women's division tonight. We did see Dana Brooke turn on Charlotte, so I think that sets up a feud for later. I think that kind of lets us know that probably Bayley and Sasha will have a feud out of Mania. Sasha will turn on Bayley, but Dana and Charlotte will feud. And Nia Jax will still probably destroy a bunch of other women to get her title shot. So, I had to mention the women, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Make sure you subscribe to our SoundCloud channel. Wherever you are, we are. Facebook, Instagram, at Wrestling Wrealm or The Wrestling Wrealm. If you're searching, you'll easily find us. Until the next time, I'm Brian H. Waters. So long, everybody.